Sawadee krap, it's Tuesday, June 18th. I'm JP Mestanza, and this is Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. A post on social media has prompted an investigation into the Phuket Zoo. Let's start with our top story. Phuket wildlife officials have declared that Phuket Zoo has been cleared of any allegations of animal cruelty following an inspection of the age tourism attraction yesterday. Phuket Governor Pakapong Tawipat ordered all inspections in response to National Geographic posting on its official Instagram account a photo of a tiger chained on the podium, pacing back and forth in only meters of space. The post had a caption that read, quote, "Tigers are often declawed and or drugged to make them safer for interacting with tourists," without alleging that Phuket Zoo had conducted the practice, but mentioning them in the post. As of this broadcast, the post in the Nat Geo account has over 1 million likes and nearly 60,000 comments. The local chiefs of the Natural Environment Ministry, the Livestock Department, and the Wildlife Education Center in Talang, they all inspected the Phuket Zoo yesterday, and they told the Phuket News, quote, "From examining of the actual conditions at Phuket, we found no evidence of cruelty on the animals. There are no sick or drowsy animals. Still, the facility's owners were said to review whether to continue the practice of allowing tourists to take photos with specific animals." Phuket Zoo today being cleared of the allegations of animal cruelty follows the zoo being exonerated of any ill treatment of 3-year-old baby elephant Jumbo dying from a digestive tract infection just last month, despite an international campaign calling for him to be taken into care for better protection. After an airport taxi driver made news headlines earlier this month in connection with a fatal crash, another airport taxi driver has now been involved in a separate fatal crash, and he's being questioned by Talang police. 29-year-old airport taxi driver Prapan Chaipakdi was waiting for police at the scene of the crash last night at the Kaulan intersection near the airport after 9:35 p.m. incident, in which reports say he was taking a tourist from the airport to Patong when the crash took place. The driver told police that the victim, a 45-year-old motorbike driver, quote, "carelessly changed lanes and Prapan was unable to avoid the collision." The victim later succumbed to his injuries at Talang Hospital. The accident takes place just after Talang police finished their 217-day investigation into another fatal crash involving another airport taxi driver, in which another 29-year-old Marut Buangsombat wiped out 6 vehicles and another motorbike rider was killed while also driving a tourist from the airport in October of last year. After a 15-year-old schoolboy died while at a military cadet tutorial school in Nakhon Sawan province, police have now arrested the 27-year-old owner of the school for colluding in an assault causing death. Back on June 9th, 15-year-old Tanakon Sapsin fell into a coma and later died at the ICU of a local hospital 3 days later, and an autopsy showed bleeding in the abdominal cavity, trauma to several internal organs, with reports saying his injuries suggested he was hit hard with an object across his back and legs. The school had said the boy's death was caused by rugby-style antics among friends, but the family isn't buying it, and a search of the house yesterday, which doubled as the school, saw the governor of Nakhon Sawan involved. The owner of the school, 27-year-old Natapol Tavon Pibun, was arrested. The arrest followed a statement given by current and former students that the owner had joined 4 students in the assault on Tanakon. Phuket Extra will be right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. Remember the pregnant Chinese tourist who fell off a cliff last week in Ubon Ratchathani province and survived? Well, her husband is now behind bars for allegedly pushing her in that incident. 32-year-old Wang Nan fell 34 meters from the cliff top on a trail in Pratim National Park 2 Sundays ago on June 9th. But luckily the trees broke her fall, and while suffering only minor fractures in her leg, hip, and collarbone, she survived, and so did her 3-month-old fetus. A Thai tourist found her, and she's been recovering at a local hospital. The wife originally told police she passed out and fell, but that was just a cover-up, because shortly before the fall, she says that her husband pushed her and pretended to not find her before the Thai tourist found her, and while at the hospital, he threatened to kill his wife if she exposed the attempted murder. Police on Monday arrested the victim's husband, Wang Yu, while he went to visit his wife at the hospital, and police suspect that money was the motive. Following the taxi fight that erupted on Saturday morning, traffic police have begun shutting down illegal motorcycle taxi operators throughout Bangkok. Since yesterday's meeting at police headquarters, roughly 150 officers have been told to immediately arrest any motorcycle taxis caught breaking the law. The main things being targeted currently are licenses, disturbing the peace, and overcharging passengers. The police are now investigating all taxi stands in their districts and are in the process of developing a database of legal taxi operators in the capital in order to avoid more passenger disputes turn violent in the future. However, the Saturday morning incident was not influenced by license status. As for the clash itself, police are still investigating and more arrests have been made, but Lieutenant General Sutipong has added that the carry delivery man who was killed is now suspected to be less innocent than previously believed. And that's it for Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. We'd like to get your feedback on any of the news you just watched, so drop us a line in the comments and don't forget to subscribe. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching, and until tomorrow, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.